Hey everybody, happy Thursday. This is Tabitha Jean. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to hop on and talk about clearing confusion. I woke up this morning. First of all, you guys, if you enjoy the things that I talk about, what I share, please, you know, like, subscribe to this channel, but also more than anything, comment, because I'd love to hear what your experiences have been and does what I'm sharing resonate. So anyways, I woke up this morning extremely confused. I have a couple big things going on in my personal life, one being a relationship and the other a job decision that I made to leave. And so when I went to sleep last night, I set the intention that I would remember my dreams. Because, through our dreams is how we connect with our higher selves. So it just, a generic kind of, my intention was to remember my dreams. Well, I woke up dreaming about this job, and my experience with the job in the physical environment was horrific. I mean, for me, that was my experience. Now, the peripherals of the job, they're great benefits, they're good hours, there's overtime, like all this other good stuff. And when I was in my dream state, I'm dreaming of this job, and it's like the environment, the physical environment had completely transitioned. And in that in-between state, my heart, which is where the pain experience of the job was, my heart's like, no, that's great. That would be ideal. However, that is not what we experienced. And then my mind. And so what I wanted to bring to you was what I realized this morning, because I finally stopped and I observed. I'm like, I'm in this place of confusion. Why am I in confusion? Why my heart's going one way, my mind is going another way, and yet I made a decision, and in that decision, actually, what I realized through taking time and observing is actually there's a third voice. Maybe this is a no-brainer to some of you. For me, this was a big aha, because then I'm thinking about, okay, well, yesterday I'm wrestling with this relationship that I had ended, but I still have feelings. And I was doing the same thing to myself yesterday. My mind is saying one thing, that this relationship it's not healthy for you. But my heart was saying something completely different. And so in the relationship context, I was in a place of confusion. And so when I took time this morning to stop and break the cycle between my heart and my brain, the combative back and forth, the pros, the cons, all the things that we do. We make lists. Oh, I'm gonna put all the pros and I'm gonna put all the cons and I'm gonna weigh it, and all the things we do to try to create clarity so that we can make a decision that actually is in our best interest. And what I realized when I stepped away is that there's the voice of the heart, which is the voice of the heart, at least for me, in my person, is very, very strong emotions. And then there's the voice of the mind. And again, with me, my mind is extremely logical. I'm very analytical. I'm very quick to dissect. And I realized when I get the two voices, or maybe there's a third voice, a heart voice or a heart-mind voice. It's like there's a third voice that's actually the two combined. And that is the voice of clarity. That is the voice of what is best for me. Am I anxious about leaving my job? Yeah. Am I anxious about walking away from a steady paycheck? Yeah. Am I anxious about losing those benefits? Yeah. Am I anxious about, well, this relationship where I am completely accepted but not nourished and leaving it? Yeah. But that third voice tells me that that's what I need to do. And once I listen to that third voice, once I stop the argument between my heart and my mind, I could hear that third voice and I am at peace. I comfort. I am confident in the decisions that I've made. And so I took time and I reflected on other moments in my life where I had a great amount of confusion. One being when I left my children's father. Another moment in my life being when I made the decision to move from California to Texas. And again, in those moments, granted they're more recent within like the last 5-7 years, but I can still see, in those moments, there was a tremendous amount of confusion. And yeah, I was doing the whole list thing. I was doing the pros, I was doing the cons, I was doing, trying to logically work through the decision-making process. Well, the heart was definitely speaking on a different level. And when I realized, when I reflect back, is again at that moment where the heart and the mind, the separate communication stops. That's when the confusion stops. And then that's when that third voice, or the combination of the two, I'm not sure which it is yet. I haven't figured that out yet. So anyways, I wanted to share with you, if you find yourself in a place of confusion, stop for a moment and observe. Observe what's really going on. And I'm curious to know, do you find that when you're in a state of confusion, your mind is saying one thing going one direction, your heart is saying it's pretty much going the opposite direction? And if you can get those two, again, I haven't figured out if I think it's the quieting of the separateness of the two, and that third voice can come through. And that third voice is not always going to be comfortable, because trust me, some of the things I'm doing are not comfortable, but they feel right. And they feel right. So anyways, I invite you to share. I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. And what are your experiences with confusion? And try this technique. Let me know, does this help you? It just came to me this morning because I'm trying to figure out, why am I so confused? I made my decisions. I felt good when I made them, but yet here I am questioning myself. It's a test of trust. That's what I determined for myself. At this moment, it's a test of trust. Do I trust myself? Do I trust and believe in me? And I do. So I wanted to share with you guys. Have a great day. I hope this helps someone somewhere. Talk to you later. Bye.